Hey, what's going on everyone? It's Toki. I'm back with another VGC Climbing the Ladder episode. As this week we are still using these QR teams, and today specifically we will still be using that Dragonite team that James Baek made. It's really cool and really fun, and I can't wait to get a few more battles with it. So thanks for tuning in. I really do appreciate the support. So let's just hop right onto the ladder. You can see all the Pokemon on the team below you. If you missed the last episode and didn't see the team previously, it is going to be Tapu Koko, Dragonite, Politoed, Alolan Muck, Kartana, and Alolan Marowak. So hopefully we can do a little bit better. We got lucky in the last episode and we got a win through forfeit. Then we actually got a win and then we lost one game. So we would actually win 1 and 2 if it wasn't for the DC win that we got. So hopefully we can do a little bit better and earn 2 wins in this episode. If the battles are a little bit longer, we won't get 3. 3 is a special case when we have a DC or something. Usually, unless the battles are really fast, we don't get 3 battles. So hopefully we'll see who we run into, and hopefully we can get some wins with the team. I'm still pretty fresh with the team, so sorry if I haven't been playing the absolute best. We do get a 1763 opponent from Japan, though, who is going to have a team of Alolan Raichu, Garchomp, Araquanid, Tapu Koko, Tapu Lele, and Celesteela. So a pretty scary team. They obviously have the archetype of Tapu Lele, Tapu Koko, and Alolan Raichu. That archetype's really strong due to Alolan Raichu's dual typing in Psychic and Electric. It allows it to benefit from either the Psychic terrain or Electric terrain, and it is one of the faster Pokemon in the meta. So usually is able to outspeed a lot of other threats and make sure to get its attacks off. So not a bad not a bad team archetype at all. I haven't made a team using the archetype, but it's not bad at all. So what do we want to do here? So I like Muck Koko a lot. Muck can take care of the Alolan Raichu. It can, and obviously it's immune to its Psychic Stab. It can take care of Koko, and it can take care of Lele, so I like Muck as a lead a lot. Just have to be wary of Garchomp, and that is a lot of EQ weak Pokemon, honestly. So I'm just going to bring Dragonite simply just so that we don't have three Pokemon that are weak to EQ, and then one more Pokemon that's neutral on it. I did kind of want to bring Politoed, but that just that didn't sound like the best idea, considering I would much benefit from having an EQ immunity in case my opponent does bring Garchomp. And I like Tapu Koko from the sheer fact that it is really fast and should be able to get off some powerful attacks on my opponent's Pokemon. So my opponent does end up going with that Raichu Tapu Koko lead. So my biggest fear here is a double target on Muck, but I think it'd live that either way. So what we're going to do is just protect our Koko, kind of scout out what my opponent wants to go for, and we'll just knock off the Raichu. It is going for an Electro Ball on our Muck, which OHKOs it. Oh god. Well, there goes that. Oh my god, that OHKOs, what? Alright, that obviously wasn't the smartest plan. I should have definitely switched in Alolan Marowak. Was not the smartest plan, but overall though, it's still pretty absurd how much damage that did. So we will get a Dazzling Gleam off on both of my opponent's Pokemon. We do get a crit on my opponent's Tapu Koko, which is pretty nice. We take lots of damage. Yes, my opponent gets a crit back on us, and it did more damage to us. So his Koko might be Sash or something. I mean, not Sash, a Soul Vest. His Koko might be a Soul Vest. So what we'll do here is we will go for another Shadow Bone on my opponent's Yeah, I really don't want to lose the speed tie and just lose our Tapu Koko. Definitely going to need Tapu Koko, so I am going to protect Koko and just go for that Shadow Bone on my opponent's Tapu Koko. Probably lose Marowak in the process, but oh, and we don't lose it because my opponent actually goes for a wide guard, so that is perfect. That is perfect. Marowak come through. So that'll take out my opponent's Tapu Koko. We'll see if they have Lele or something. Lele seems like a definite Pokemon that my opponent might have now. We still do have our Gigavolt Havoc, our Electrium Z move, so hopefully we can go for that and kind of nuke something. Don't really need to go for it on Araquanid. So here I'm actually just going to switch in Dragonite, trying to preserve my Koko, considering the fact that Electric Terrain is still up. So Raichu's Subway Surfer is being put to use. And is that on Marowak? No, it's on Koko. Perfect. So we do outspeed Araquanid. We will be able to get the Shadow Bone off first, and that should take out Raichu. And it does, so perfect. We will likely lose Marowak here, but that's fine. Marowak's done so much work. Thank you, Marowak. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, I'm glad I got that prediction right. I knew that my opponent would outspeed us because of the Subway Surfer and Electric Terrain being around. It has to have Electric Terrain. And so I thought it was best that we... interesting situation. But yeah, either way though, I thought it was best that we switched in Dragonite so we could take that Psychic and not lose our Koko, because I saw good usage in Koko. So... maybe just protect and... yeah, I'm actually just going to protect in case it's a Scarf Garchomp and Draco Meteor the Garchomp. Scarf Garchomp's everywhere right now, so I'm actually going... I'm fine with assuming that this is a Scarf Garchomp. As a Araquanid protects, so I'm thinking that an EQ definitely is coming out. As it's a Dragon Claw. Can we live? Oh, we don't live that. Alright, well, huge mistake on my part. It's probably going to cost us the game. Huge mistake. Unless this was a Scarf Garchomp that decided to just go for... that decided to go for Dragon Claw, which I highly doubt. So, unfortunately, I did do a little bit of over-predicting there. We'll just go for a Thunderbolt to take out Araquanid, and I guess we'll see if this is a... This is definitely not a Scarf Garchomp, so it is going to be game, so GG's to my opponent. GG. Considering we made that really back Marowak play, I do think we did a halfway decent job of trying to bring this one back, so not too bad. But I guess what I could have done there... What could I have done there? It's like if it was a Scarf Garchomp, attacking meant we lost the game, so I tried to play around it as best as I could. But there's not really much else I could have done. I guess I could have attacked and lived with the result of... if it was a Scarf Garchomp, I guess I could have lived with the result of if the EQ took us out. But... alright, considering that it wasn't Scarf Garchomp, I guess I could have just went for Dazzling Gleam, but then there was also the fact that Araquanid could have went for Wide Guard, so I don't know, it was just a really tricky situation that I honestly just don't think I had the best answer for. So we'll just get another game as we get a 1562 opponent from the United Kingdom, Nigel. That sounds like a United Kingdom name, it really does. Alright, he is going to have a team of Double Duck, which also has Porygon 2, Alolan Marowak, Pheromosa, and Tapu Lele, so interesting team. Excuse me. Alright, so what I'm thinking is this one is I definitely need Kartana if my opponent leads double duck. Kartana is the only thing that can fully live the Water MZ from Golduck, and then I can fire back a very powerful Leaf Blade and Oko Golduck. Even if my opponent does take out Kartana with a Hurricane from Pelipper, following that up, I can take out the Pelipper with a Thunder from Dragonite. So that's pretty much what I'm thinking, and then I'm bringing Politoed to benefit from the rain that's obviously going to be there either way, and Politoed can outspeed with the Choice Scarf and take out Pheromosa. And then last but not least, I'm bringing Muck just to shore up my matchup against a few Pokemon. Unfortunately though, my opponent does not go with their my opponent opts to not go with their It's pretty interesting. They decide to not go with the Double Duck lead. They go with a Pheromosa Tapu Lele lead as we go with our Dragonite Kartana lead. All I'm thinking here is that Tapu Lele will likely protect. I'm hoping at least it protects, and I will just go for a Flamethrower on Pheromosa. With Multi-Scale, we definitely won't die to the Ice Beam coming off from Pheromosa, and I do think Pheromosa might also just target Kartana, so I will just protect. So we do protect. We'll see if Lele protects now. Maybe not. Lele does not protect to go straight for a Dazzling Gleam, so we might have a Dazzling Gleam and Ice Beam both into Dragonite. U-turn. Well, no U-turn for you. We'll get a Flamethrower off. And that will take out Pheromosa, and that is a Scarf Lele. We do know that since it outsped the Pheromosa, we do know that is Scarf Lele. So that's actually fine. I'm actually just going to target it with a Smart Strike, and I'm going to switch out Dragonite into... Yeah, I don't want Muck taking unnecessary damage, as it can still be a vital component of our team. So I will actually switch out into Politoed. The main reason why I'm definitely staying in is because Pelipper will likely set up a Tailwind, which is pretty troublesome for us, so I want to make sure that I at least take out Lele before a Tailwind setup. Lele does just go for the Dazzling Gleam, as it's definitely Scarf. Does good damage to Kartana, but we will be able to... Oh, gets a crit. Look like a crit. And we will be able to take it out with a Smart Strike, though. And we'll have to wait and see if a Tailwind is set up. The Hurricane just comes off into Kartana, though that will take out Kartana, which is fine at this point. So my opponent likely brought Double Duck in the back of their team, which is pretty interesting, to say the least. So the biggest issue I have with Dragonite is the fact that it can't protect itself. It's my only real issue with Dragonite. What do I do here? Let's look at Politoed's moves real quickly. Ice Beam. So I'm going to go into Muck. Just the fact that Dragonite can't protect itself doesn't seem the best to going into it right now, as I knew Golduck would be the next Pokemon. I don't even know what's best for me to do. I know I can Ice Beam into the Pelipper slot with I can Ice Beam into the Pelipper slot, but I don't know how much damage I'll actually do. That's my biggest fault with that. I can obviously also go for a Hypnosis and hope that it hits. Screw it, we're going to go for a Hypnosis and hope it hits. So we'll go for a Hypnosis on Golduck. We'll protect our Muck. Alright, the water MZ does come out. Hopefully this was targeted at Muck. That is why I protected it. So hopefully we are able to not be taken out by, or not take the damage on Polytoad because we protected Muck. It is targeted on Muck, so good there. So that's pretty decent damage. We'll go for that Hypnosis, and we hit it! Yeah! We hit the Hypnosis, let's go! So honestly, I'm just going to go for another Hypnosis. I don't want to switch in Dragonite and have it take that damage. Just doesn't sound smart. So I will Poison Jab the Golduck. It's asleep. I need to get as much damage off on it as possible. Hopefully take it out before it wakes up. Pelipper does protect though. That's fine by me though. That just gives us more time to focus down a little bit more on the Golduck. So as long as it doesn't get that turn 2 wake up, we're in a good position. Oh, and that does a little bit less damage than I thought, so we needed to not get a turn 3 wake up. Unless we get a poison on this Poison Jab, we needed to stay asleep this turn and one more turn after that. Golduck is fast asleep though, so that's really good. Really, really good. Oh my god, we hit the Hypnosis on Pelipper too! Oh god! Oh my god! Let's go, Toy Scarf Hypnosis Polytoad. James Baek is a god. Unfortunately, we do not get the... poison, so we will need Golduck to stay asleep one more turn. It may go for like a Hydro Pump or something in an attempt to just nuke our Muck. But Rain should be stopping. Yeah, this is the last turn of Rain, so if it is able to take out Muck, we will be faster than with Polytoad coming back in after this turn, and we may be able to still deal with it. It does wake up, and it goes for that Hydro Pump like I thought. We'll see if this takes us out. Oh, we live! There we go! That is Muck for you. So we will take out this Golduck with a Poison Jab, and then now our only rival. We just need to take out this Pelipper. I'm going to switch back in Polytoad just so that I can go for a Thunder with Dragonite. Just so I can go for that. So if my opponent just forfeits or not. They may just forfeit, so we'll see what happens. But hopefully they don't, and yep, they don't. So we'll switch in Polytoad, and we'll get this Thunder off, and that should be, well, it should be Shash, but we should win after that. They are Sash, as expected. And they do not wake up, so that's definitely game. They'll probably forfeit here. We'll just go for the Ice Beam. And the Thunder again. And they don't forfeit, nice. So we will get the Ice Beam off, and that will be game, so GG's to our opponent. I feel a little bad that Hypnosis works so well. Oh god. I would be salty if that was me. Oh man. So we do have a little bit more time. Do we push for a third game? Do we do it? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm feeling good after that though, so let's do it. Hopefully it's not too lengthy. We'll push for one more game. Just need a little bit of water. And alright, we get a 1690 opponent from Japan. Oh no, they're using Pikachu Wailord. Don't do this. Don't do it. Oh god. I really don't know what I want to lead into this, honestly. I'll go Muck just because Pikachu's Lightning Rod makes me not want to lead Tapu Koko, and do I just bring the Rain in the back? Yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll bring Dragonite and Politoed in the back. So we'll see how this goes. I haven't played against this team yet. No, I think I played against it once before. I think just once though. And it just went really badly for my opponent. Oh, maybe I should have actually led Koko and just Dazzling Gleam, because last time my opponent led Pikachu, Mimikyu. I don't know if that's like a standard thing with this team. It doesn't seem like it is though, so that's fine. That's fine then. I really don't know how to go about like dealing with this team, so I'm just gonna double target the Pelipper. Oh, I forgot this team has Fake Out. Well, I completely forgot that Pikachu uses Fake Out on this team, so that is my bad. Tailwind will be set up. Do get the knockoff though on Pelipper, not too bad. Will break its Focus Sash. I guess I switch into Politoed. I really don't have much else I can do as of right now. I'm pretty sure that Wailord will probably come in on the Pelipper slot, but at the same time I can't chance taking a Hurricane on my Muck slot, so we'll see exactly what my opponent decides to do. We'll switch out into Politoed. It's not the best, but at least it's something that can take the whatever move Wailord decides to go for. We do got a Thunder on the Muck slot, so that's fine. Don't get paralyzed, which is always nice. And the Hurricane does come off on Kartana, on the Kartana slot. That will faint Pikachu. Did it even have an item? Oh, it had a Light Bolt. Okay. Well, now that means that Wailord's coming in. And there it is. Oh man, I did not want to play this team. I wouldn't have got another game if I knew it was against this team. Okay, all we can pretty much do here is protect Muck to try to stall out the Tailwind, and then pretty much go for a Hypnosis with Politoed, hoping that a +2 or a ×2 speed Wailord doesn't outspeed a Choice Scarf Politoed. My opponent's smart though, and they go for another Hurricane on Politoed, which will take it out. The Water Spout does come off also. So I think this is the last turn of Tailwind. So what we can do here is we can protect Kartana. Let's make sure. Yes, this is the last turn of Tailwind, so we can protect Kartana and we can switch into Dragonite. Need something that resists the Water Spout. So our way of coming back is hoping that like we do well. We actually, I think we're fine, honestly. Oh, Pelipper withdraws. That actually makes us even easier. Oh well, no, 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 no. Into Mimikyu. That's actually really bad. All right, we'll see how this goes though. I was thinking after this turn we'd Leaf Blade into the Wailord. It'd be too low for Water Spout to do too much damage, and then from there we could Thunder the. We could use Thunder on the. Is Wailord going to protect or switch out? I don't know what this Wailord runs. Does it run protect? I don't know. I think I have to damage it though, and. And I'll just Thunder the Mimikyu. It might set up Trick Room though. I'm really scared of Trick Room. If my opponent switched out into Mimikyu, it is likely going to be a Trick Room Mimikyu and then probably a Protect. Probably is Protect Wailord. So we'll just have to wait and see. I think that's why the team's kind of good, because it has a Tailwind and a Trick Room option for Wailord. No, Wailord doesn't Protect. And that does Oko. Let's go. Alright, a Mimikyu goes for its Z move. Is that going to be a Fairy type Z move? It appears it is. It is going to be Twinkle Tackle, definitely likely targeted on Dragonite. I think we can still maybe come back in this one now. That will Oko Dragonite without a doubt. I don't think Mimikyu has anything that can Oko our... Okay, so if Trick Room's set up, I think Muck can still... if Trick Room's set up and Pelipper protects, I think Muck can still 1v1 the Mimikyu in the long run. However, did we already fall? I think we already did have our Figgy, so we'll have to see. That's probably a worst case scenario. What I'm thinking though is either way I just target the Pelipper with Kartana, and then I just Poison Jab Mimikyu to break its disguise. The Leap Blade does come off. He will take out Pelipper, so I do think that should be GG. I don't think there's anything that Mimikyu can go for that'll take out. Crit didn't matter. That'll take out Kartana. So that should be GG. We'll break its disguise after it attacks, whatever it goes for. It goes for a Shadow Claw onto our Kartana. We should live that. We take that actually beautifully. And we'll break its disguise here with a Poison Jab, and that'll be game. Nice, nice, nice. We do get the Poison. It doesn't really matter right now, though. So we beat Pikachu Wailord. That feels great. Feels great. Aaron Zhang was using that team beautifully on his Road to Rank series. And yeah, I wanted to beat it. I haven't actually been I only watched like one episode of it. And I was kind of skimming through it. I wasn't paying much attention, so unfortunately I didn't know a lot about the team, but thankfully we were able to get that win. So that is 2 wins and 1 loss. And 1 loss that was mainly just because I didn't switch in my Alolan Marowak the first turn. I had no clue that Electro Ball would Oko Alolan Muck, though. One of the most bulky Pokemon in the VGC 17 format. Had no clue it'd do all that. Thank you guys so much, though, for checking out today's episode of VGC Climbing the Ladder. If you enjoyed yourself, maybe hit the like, maybe subscribe to the channel. It's all up to you guys. I'm just here to provide the content. Hope you guys have been enjoying. I'm going to get the heck out of here, though. I'll see you guys in the next episode. For now, though, have a good one.